Hey guys, it's K2 here. This is not a K-Squared production. I'm really sorry. But K1 left her camera with me and I am told to make a video because she is still reading Breaking Dawn. I have finished Breaking Dawn, I'll be honest. We're not going to talk about that until she's finished. She's still in book 2. But as soon as she gets done, and she promises to be done by, I don't know, next Saturday, something like that, she promises to be done in a few days. So keep checking for the video on that because I'm dying to talk about it. Okay. But I did have something to talk about, and that is why she left her camera with me. And that is the fact that I was in Chicago last week. Actually a week ago tonight is when I was in Chicago. And while in Chicago, you know, I got to see a couple cool things, like the street where they filmed the Ferris Bueller Day Parade scene, you know. And the scene in the Batman movie where, like, you know, it's like the Joker and he's like, hit me! And then it's like Batman on his bat pod. Like, I got to see that street and that was really cool. But I've got to say, the best part about being in Chicago was meeting Stephenie Meyer for the first time.
Stephenie Meyer.
Oh my god. Undescribable. I was freaking out, like, yeah, it was big. Like, that was the first time I ever met her, and it was amazing. And I got my book signed by her, and a lot of cool things happened, and I'm just gonna roll some of those clips so you can all check it out.
Will there be more movies to follow the Twilight Saga?
I thought I better throw in one movie question, aside from the one about Rob Pattinson's phone number, which I don't have, sorry. That is still undecided.
Why did you choose the name Renesmee, other than what was listed in the book? And will we hear more of her story? P.S. You're awesome.
Thank you. You know, it's funny because I have seen some reactions to the name Renesmee, and people are like, what is that? And it's funny, I've been thinking the name for so long, it seems completely normal to me. But when I chose it, I really wanted something that no one else had, because there's no one else like Nessie, and I wanted her to have something very unique and original.
Who is Embry's dad?
That question was in there like 17 times. And so now I know a lot of people are mad when I say that. I'm not going to say because I'm not, you know what, I'm not even sure that I know. I know that sounds crazy, but really there are secrets that my characters keep from even me.
Second question, will Jacob ever rejoin the pack?
I like that she had two very different questions, and the Jacob one's an interesting one. Actually, no, because once you're an alpha, there's no going back from that, so now he has his own.
Will Jacob stay immortal with Renesmee when she reaches maturity?
I did see some concern about that, and the lovely thing about their relationship is that Nessie apparently will not age past, you know, what, around 18, 20, and Jacob, as long as he keeps turning into a werewolf regularly, will always stay the same as well. So they're good to go.
Where is Bella's Ferrari?
I thought this was a little bit obvious because don't Ferraris have to be red? Because in the original version in Forever Dawn, the entire book was written in Bella's perspective. And there's this point in the middle where, although there's a lot of grave danger going on, it slows down quite a bit. And there were things going on, exciting things, that Bella couldn't see and had no idea about. So it was kind of frustrating to me, and I felt like switching over to Jacob still totally had the Bella side covered, but I got all the interesting things that were going on outside of that. Also, I really wanted a chance to explore Jacob and Edward's relationship from the inside. it was, and I also had the most fun writing the Jacob section of the whole book.
Yeah! Alright, so there was a moment in the evening where everyone was going to get their book signed, and everyone whose book wasn't being signed was, you know, kept in this auditorium place, and Stephenie's publicist was on stage, and she was, you know, like, trying to pass time, you know, and she was, like, asking people, you know, like, well, what does your homemade t-shirt say? And so, this one girl, she goes up to the stage, and she goes, my t-shirt says, and she holds up her t-shirt, and it says, Jacob Black. Yeah, I'd hit that. With a Volvo. Okay. And then, knowing me, I can't let that slide. I can't let that slide. So, I take action.
We have Team Jacob coming to the front. This is in response to the girl that wants to hit Jacob with the Volvo. Some like it hot. Alright, how are we doing with t-shirts? Anybody else want to share their quotes, t-shirts, saying?
Even after all of that, the best part of the evening was when she signed my book, and I walked up to the table, and my mind like went blank. Like, I totally forgot what I was going to say, so I blurted out the first thing that came to my mind, and I go, I love Jacob Black. And she looks at me and she goes, and I quote Stephenie Meyer, oh yeah, you rock! Alright, so once again, be sure to stay tuned for our Breaking Dawn review thingamajig. I will say this, all in all, it was a very good book, you know. I didn't, you know, love it compared to the other three. There were certain parts that I absolutely loved, like, loved. But, I won't go into detail for now. I'll save that for when K1 comes back. Book signed! Oh, by the way, does anyone know how to drown a blonde?